Hi, Ellie Cohen here. We've recently received a message from Mining City explaining that they're going to make certain changes to the way that they're doing mining. And the reason why they're making those changes is because the price of Bitcoin Vault recently went down very much, and they want to make sure that it doesn't go down further. And I presume possibly that the price should even go up. Right? Now, the information in this message that they sent, I must say, I'm very, very excited about it. And I think it's going to be a very big help for us. And I think there's going to be certain things that will come out from it that will make it easier for us to sell mining packages to other people. Now, a number of people I've seen haven't fully understood what's written there. And even those that do understand, they're not sure whether it's good for us or not good for us. So in this video, I want to explain about what it is, the way I understand what Mining City are telling us, and I'll explain why I think it's a very, very good thing what they're doing. Please watch this video right to the end, where you'll be able to hear in what ways these changes hopefully will be very beneficial for us. And if you find this information in this video beneficial for you, please click on like, and if you want, you can leave comments. Okay, so I'm going to read the message from Mining City, and I'm going to try to explain it according to the way that I understand it. Dear community, the recent drops in Bitcoin Vault prices have decreased the liquidity of this currency on the exchanges. What does that mean? It means that the price of Bitcoin Vault has gone down recently. We've seen that, right? And as a result, if somebody wants to sell Bitcoin Vault, they're not going to get so much money for it, right? Because it's worth not so much at the moment. I mean, it's still worth a fair amount, $100, not nothing or more, right? But it's not worth as much as it was worth previously. So that's what I understand it to mean. The recent drops in Bitcoin Vault prices have decreased the liquidity. In other words, it's reduced the amount that you will get when you sell your Bitcoin Vault. Okay, next thing. We would like to do everything in our power to help our customers sell Bitcoin Vault on exchanges with minimal negative effects. In other words, they want us to be able to sell Bitcoin Vault when we want to, and to be able to get a good price for it. However, in order to pay for mining costs, particularly electricity, Mining City is required to sell high volumes of Bitcoin Vault on exchanges. This in turn influences the amount of Bitcoin Vault supply on the market and could affect liquidity. So we would like to reduce the Bitcoin Vault supply listed by Mining City on exchanges and temporarily switch the majority of the mining machines to mine Bitcoin. The rewards from Bitcoin mining will be used to pay for electricity. Okay, so what they're saying is that when they run their computers for doing the Bitcoin Vault mining, there's various costs that they have to pay for maintenance. One of the big expenses is electricity. So up until now, the way they've paid electricity is they've sold large amounts of Bitcoin Vault, and for that they're able to get dollars and or whatever currency they need to get, and then they pay for the electricity, right? So on a regular basis, they've been selling a large amount of Bitcoin Vault on the exchanges. Now, because there's so many people buying Bitcoin Vault and the value is quite high, so what they've been selling has not had such a big effect on the value of Bitcoin Vault. However, because the value of Bitcoin Vault is low, so if they're going to start, if they're going to carry on making these sales like they've been doing up until now, that could cause the price of Bitcoin Vault to go even lower, right? And then this, as they said, this could affect liquidity. In other words, it could affect how much money you get when you want to sell your Bitcoin Vault. They don't want you to sell Bitcoin Vault at a low rate. They want you to be able to sell Bitcoin Vault at a high rate and get a lot of money from it. So therefore, they don't want to continue to sell lots of Bitcoin Vault on these exchanges. right? So that's fair enough. So what are they going to do about it? So instead of selling Bitcoin Vault to pay for their running costs, they want to sell Bitcoin to pay for their running costs, right? So if they sell Bitcoin, that will not affect the price of Bitcoin Vault. The only problem is, where do they get Bitcoin from? So they've got all these um, um, computers that are doing mining, and at the moment they're doing mining of Bitcoin Vault. So what they were going to do is some of these computers, a lot of the computers, they're going to switch them from doing mining of Bitcoin Vault to do mining of Bitcoin, right? But then they go on to say, we will keep about 1 exahash on the Bitcoin Vault network. This is enough to secure the infrastructure and generate all necessary mining block rewards for the time being. Okay, so what they're going to do is a large amount, I think it's about 90% of their mining, they're going to change from doing mining of Bitcoin Vault to Bitcoin. When they're doing mining of Bitcoin, so they will receive the rewards of the mining, and then they can use that Bitcoin that they receive from mining in order to pay their expenses. Okay, so you may be wondering, well, if they're going to be using all those computers for mining Bitcoin, so then what's going to happen to our income from our mining? There's not going to be so much mining done for us. Okay, so they go on to explain. You will continue to get the same mining rewards in Bitcoin Vault, since the Bitcoin Vault mining network is still closed to the mining city community for the time being. Okay, what's this saying? All right, now in a previous video, I include a Zoom meeting of that Ayal gave to a number of people, and he gave it a number of months ago, and he explained that what has happened with the Bitcoin Vault mining is that when after they started mining Bitcoin Vault, so there were other people doing mining apart from Mining City, right? But then they came to realize that these people are doing more and more mining, and they were worried that these people would have a negative effect on the value of Bitcoin Vault. Because these people, they're doing a lot of mining, they're getting a lot of Bitcoin Vault, and then they can sell a whole load, very quickly, and they cause the price to go down. And that is actually what happened, right? When we saw the price of Bitcoin Vault go all the way down, it was from a few individuals all together joining together to sell a whole load of Bitcoin Vault, and that caused the price to go down. So AR already realized that such a thing could occur, and therefore what they did is that they found certain legal ways to be able to stop those people from doing more mining, and then they became in a situation where the only people doing mining of Bitcoin Vault at the moment is Mining City. Now, when I joined Mining City, I was very fortunate that in direct contact with Eyal, and I was able to ask him a number of questions because, to begin with, I was quite skeptical about Mining City, and I asked him a number of questions, and part of the answers he gave me was he told me the following. He told me that at the moment, Mining City is doing all the mining of Bitcoin Vault, but in the future, there will be other people doing mining of Bitcoin Vault, right? Um, I actually questioned him, and I said, well, if only Mining City is doing the mining of Bitcoin Vault, so then why do they need to have so many computers? They could do it on a small home computer because they're the only ones doing the mining, right? I'll explain soon why that's possible, such a thing. And he answered me that you can look on the blockchain of Bitcoin Vault, and you see everything's transparent there. You see how much hash is being used for doing the mining, and you can see there's a tremendous amount of mining that's going on. So I went and had a look, and that answered my question. You know, everything was transparent there. You know, you can really see what's going on. Okay? So the situation at the moment is that Mining City are the only ones doing mining of Bitcoin Vault. Now, when we buy mining packages, we buy a certain amount of terahash, a certain amount of mining power, and they add on more and more computers in order for us to have the mining power that we need, right? But because at the moment, Mining City is the only one doing the mining, so they can actually use much, much less computers than they're using at the moment. Because if less computers, less computer power is being used for doing the mining, so then the difficulty of mining goes down, and those computers will be sufficient in order to mine a block about every 10 minutes like it's been doing up until now. And therefore, the amount of Bitcoin Vault being produced will be the same. Since there's only Mining City doing the mining of Bitcoin Vault, so therefore, it doesn't make too much of a difference whether there's 10 exahash or 1 exahash doing the mining. The same amount of Bitcoin Vault is produced, and it's divided amongst all of us. Right? So that's the situation at the moment. So you may be wondering that if they don't need so many computers, why do they keep on adding on computers for us? But the answer is that they want this to be a completely decentralized monetary system, and in the future there will be other people doing the mining, not just Mining City. So in order to be able to compete with those other mining pools, it is necessary for Mining City to have a large amount of computer power doing the mining. However, the situation at the moment is a temporary situation that they are the only ones doing the mining, right? And therefore, it's possible to produce the same amount of Bitcoin Vault that all of us receive, divided amongst all of us on a daily basis with less mining power. And that's what they want to do at the moment. And the reason why they want to do that is because they want to use some of their mining power to do mining of Bitcoin to pay for their expenses. Okay, so that is what they're saying over here. They say we will keep about 1 exahash on the Bitcoin Vault network. This is enough to secure the infrastructure and generate all necessary mining block rewards for the time being. They go on. You will continue to get the same mining rewards in Bitcoin Vault, since the Bitcoin Vault mining network is still closed to the Mining City community for the time being. Now, this is exactly what I said. You know, that at the moment, Mining City are the only ones doing mining of Bitcoin Vault. Originally, there were other people doing mining. Now, it's only Mining City. And then they go on to say, we don't have any control when Bitcoin Vault mining will be open to other pools. Right? In other words, in the future, it will be open to other pools. There will be other people doing mining of Bitcoin Vault. But at the moment, they're the only ones. In case it will be open during this change, we will revert to mining Bitcoin Vault in order to retain competitiveness against other pools and to receive block rewards. Right? What it's saying is like this, is that if other mining pools, not Mining City, start mining Bitcoin Vault, then if they have a whole load of mining power, let's say more mining power than Mining City, so they will earn more Bitcoin Vault than we're earning, and there'll be less Bitcoin Vault to divide amongst all of us. Okay, so it's necessary for Mining City to be ready to use the full computer power in order to mine Bitcoin Vault in the event that there's other people doing the mining, right? Right. But as I said, at the moment, they're able to take advantage of the fact that they are the only ones doing the mining of Bitcoin Vault. Then they go on to say, in addition to this, block rewards are fixed at 150 Bitcoin Vault, approximately every 10 minutes. That will not change. Okay? Due to the mining distribution vesting solely within the hands of the mining city community, these rewards will continue to be distributed within the community equally, even though the actual hashing power of the network will change. Right? So even though a lot less hash power will be used for doing the mining, but nevertheless, the amount of Bitcoin Vault that's mined each day will not change. And all the Bitcoin Vault that's mined, it will belong to Mining City because they're the only ones doing the mining. So we will receive the same amount from our mining packages. However, once the Bitcoin Vault teams plans to move forward with including more pools, the hash power of the mining city community will be restored in order to compete with other miners, right? Which is what was said, that if there's other people doing mining, then mining city needs to use the full power in order for us to receive the amount of Bitcoin Vault that we've bought mining packages for. And the block mined by the 1 exahash are the total blocks of the network, and they will be shared among the mining city members taking part in Bitcoin Vault mining. In order to be fair and transparent to all the members who paid for hash power, the calculation will be based on total hash power of the company, Bitcoin hash power converted from Bitcoin Vault mining, plus Bitcoin Vault hash power. Okay, what's this saying, right? Let's say I buy a mining package of 6 terahash, right? And lots of other people have bought lots of other mining packages, some 6, some 12, some 3, right? Different people have bought different amounts. The total amount of mining packages, of mining power that we have bought, it actually comes to about 10 exahash, which was the hash rate up until now, right? So if they're only going to have 1 exahash for mining Bitcoin Vaults, so then if you divide that amongst the various members, so then I bought a mining package, let's say, of 6 terahash. So where will I get 6 terahash? It won't be, it will be 0.6 terahash, right? So they're saying that I will still have 6 terahash, just that part of it is Bitcoin Vault mining, and part of it is Bitcoin mining, right? But the I presume the money that I have coming in from the mining will be in Bitcoin Vault because that's the mining package that I bought. And in consideration, we will be providing all of you 100 additional days of mining for your Bitcoin Vault mining plans purchased so far up until this announcement. These additional 100 days will be added within a few days. This part of the message, I don't understand. They're telling us that we're all going to get an extra 100 days of mining of Bitcoin Vault added on to our mining packages. That's very nice of them. Thank you very much. I don't know why they're doing that. I don't know why they're giving us extra. Okay, but it's very, very nice of them. I guess they want us to be happy. However, what they've explained up until this point, really there shouldn't be a need for them to give us that extra 100 days because we're still going to get the same amount of Bitcoin Vault that we've been getting up until now. All right. The migration of hash power from Bitcoin Vault to Bitcoin had been initiated on the 7th of the 9th, 2020. This change will last approximately 2 to 3 months. I've already seen on the Bitcoin Vault blockchain that the amount of Bitcoin Vault mining is not about 9 or 10 exahash, but it's now 1 exahash. So I see that they've already made the change. Frequently asked questions. How is this beneficial to me? So number 1, Mining City will be able to liquidate high quantities of Bitcoin easier than Bitcoin Vault. So we can focus on further developments and growing the platform for you. Right? When Mining City, when they need cash for their expenses, electricity, paying staff, or whatever, so they can take it out of Bitcoin. They're not selling Bitcoin Vault, so they're not doing things that's causing the value of Bitcoin Vault to go down. Hint. Number two, you will receive proportionally the same mining rewards in Bitcoin Vault. Right? Whatever mining rewards we've been receiving up to now from our Bitcoin Vault mining packages, we'll continue to receive that. Number three, you get an additional 100 days of Bitcoin Vault mining for your Bitcoin Vault mining plans. Right? Everybody who's got a big mining plan already, we get an extra 100 days, and I think that's very nice of them. As I say, I think that the way they're taking care of the situation is in a very clever, responsible way, and I don't see why they need to give us an extra 100 days, and it's very nice of them for giving us an extra 100 days of mining. And then at the end it says, if you're concerned with this change, or you would prefer to convert your Bitcoin Vault mining plan hash power to Bitcoin hash power, please contact our support team via support ticket. Okay, right. Okay, it gives us the option to change our mining plan from Bitcoin Vault to Bitcoin. Personally, I prefer to stay with Bitcoin Vault, even though the value of Bitcoin Vault is around about $100 a coin. Nevertheless, the amount of money that I have coming in from a Bitcoin Vault mining package is more than what I would have if I'd have a Bitcoin mining package. Right? So I personally am sticking with my Bitcoin Vault mining package. Right. Now, I was going to mention what's going to be very beneficial for us for selling mining packages to other people. So when Mining City was at the beginning, they were selling Bitcoin mining packages, right? Before Bitcoin Vault started. So then when they were mining Bitcoin, it was possible to look on the Bitcoin blockchain and to see which blocks were mined by Mining City. Right? It's possible to go to a certain website and you see various blocks. These were mined by Mining City, right? And now we've all been mining Bitcoin Vault. But now the Mining City is going to go back to doing a lot of Bitcoin mining in order to pay the expenses. So we should go back to seeing that Mining City is that they're the ones succeeding in mining a number of blocks of Bitcoin. And when we show that to people, we show them that, look, this block that was recently mined, it was mined by Mining City, and it's a Bitcoin block. You can't argue with that. You can't. It's not something you can make up. If you see on the Bitcoin blockchain, Mining City mined this block, that's that's a clear proof that they really, really are doing the mining that they're saying they're doing. So I think we're going to benefit in another way that it will make it easier for us to sell mining packages to other people, because we can show the transparency that they really, really are doing the mining. Okay, so I hope all of you are excited with these changes as I am, and I wish you all much, much success. Bye-bye.